Hi and Happy New Year! Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be talking about the new moon in Capricorn today. New moons are about manifesting, they're about giving birth to the things that we desire and want to bring about. This new moon, which is going to happen Greenwich Mean Time, 1:30 a.m. on the 10th of January, is set in the tone of Capricorn in terms of astrology. Now, Capricorn energy is very earthbound. It's an earth energy and it's really about higher seeing. So Capricornus energy is really about giving birth to your dreams in terms of the goals and aspirations we want for career, money, climbing up the social ladder. It's about our public persona. So this is a great opportunity for us to really reflect upon the new moon in terms of what we want to bring about. Now, the way that we can do that, there's different ways for manifesting. You can write things down, you can burn them within a candle and send them up to the ethos. This new moon is going to be really exciting because it's at the beginning of the new year. It's a great opportunity for us to really reflect upon our long-term goals, which is very Capricornus in terms of how we want to see ourselves moving forward. Now, the important thing is, with Capricorn, it's about aiming for the stars. It's about aiming high. And that's really important. We live in a materialistic world. We are earthbound. But in duality with that, we also need to consider what makes our hearts sing. What are our true gifts that the Creator has given to us? For example, it could be something like communication, for example. And if that's something that you feel very drawn to doing, if you're not already doing that, try and build that into your goals and your aspirations for the coming year. It's really important for us to reflect upon things that are heart-centered because they're the things that are going to really make us feel we're living our life purpose, that we're moving towards our destined path. We all have gifts from Creator and it's about finding out what those are, tapping into those and building upon those with heart-centeredness. So once again, with this particular energy within Capricorn, what we need to consider as well is what are we actually doing to give service? Are we very self-centered with our goals and ambitions and our life plans? Or are we actually digging deep into ourselves and saying, what am I giving back? Think about the Aini concept in Peru, for example. They look at giving and receiving. What am I giving and what am I receiving? And where's the equality in that? What am I giving out to the world? What am I contributing to the world to make it a better place? These are all important things that we need to consider when we're setting goals and aspirations and looking at our life purpose moving forward. Now, the interesting thing is we're also in a Mercury in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde is a period where Mercury becomes very close to the Earth and the Sun. And what happens is it feels like it's slowing down, but in actual fact, it's actually in retrograde. So this is particularly significant because anyone that's born under the astrological sign of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius will be particularly affected during this time, including Capricorn, because we're actually within the Capricorn astrology remit. So why this is particularly important at the moment is we need to really focus on the fact that during retrograde periods there can be miscommunication. You can be sending emails, for example, and you won't receive them, or things can happen. For example, things like travel that can get all messed up. So you need to really consider that during a retrograde, if we're setting plans, and the reason I'm mentioning this is if we're setting plans, they can sort of be taken off course due to retrograde. So it's about going with the flows, the ups and the downs, and working with that. For example, I was actually doing this tutorial yesterday. I was typing up ready for Facebook and I was going to post it on there, and all of a sudden I pressed the key that said send. What happens? Delete. Rather than going to anxiety, I thought to myself, okay, what's the universe? What's the ether trying to tell me? It was telling me to do something different, review, reevaluate, relook at the situation, and hence that's why I'm doing this video today. Perfect example of a Mercury in retrograde. It's about relooking at things, bringing that energy forward and actually utilising it to your advantage. It's also an important time to really read the small print in things as well. If you're signing contracts and stuff like that, you might want to put that off until after the retrograde, and that would be after the 24th of January. Some people say that there's a shadow period of about a week, but you know, really feel the energy. Try and connect into your inner self. Back to the new moon, particularly auspicious, really exciting. How can we actually utilise the energies now moving forward within the new moon period to manifest the things we want? Write lists, look at long-term goals, I've already said that. But we can use other things, like for example, we can use crystals. We can look at things like amethyst. Amethyst is really good for connecting to our higher selves. It's lapis lazuli, which is a beautiful blue crystal. In fact, I'm wearing some of that. We can actually utilise that for connecting to our higher self as well. So there's many different crystals that we can use there. I'd suggest doing some research yourself. Some of the things to consider as well, when we're very blocked in our third eye, which is up here, we often get headaches, we get confusion, we feel anxiety, we second guess ourselves. These are all aspects of us not connecting to our higher selves, of us really being very base in the way that we're living our lives. So we want to lift and elevate ourselves, be more heart-centered. As you'll see from a lot of my posts, I'm very much into prayer work with love and compassion and world peace. So I'd just like to say thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful. I will be back. I'm going to start doing things regarding the new moon and the full moon over 2016. Thanks for listening. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I love you. And I'm just going to say a prayer before we go. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum.